This is going to be a defensive battle. I feel it. This is going to be a defensive battle. One of those grinded out type of games. Who can make the play on special teams? Big third down here. Good read by Dave. That has it true. Back. Keeper here. Does he raise that left leg? Oh, he doesn't. This quarterback is small. I don't like this.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Temple Owls, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Lincoln Financial Field. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the American, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. They'll put a foot to it, and the season will get underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will have the football first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. Wide open spaces. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air. It's Allard. Got his man on the right. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. After that last completion, it's second down. Give to the running back. Makes a man miss. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. James Franklin and the Nittany Lions just a play away from the national championship game a year ago, and now to find a way for Penn State to take that next step.
And I think you're starting to see the elements come into place, though. Colton Necky, an unbelievable hire last year as their OC. Now you bring in one of the best defensive coordinators in college football. Jesse, if not now, then when for this Penn State squad?
My eyes are on Drew Allard at quarterback. No question this guy is one of the more talented quarterbacks and someone that can really work wonders in this offense you just mentioned, David, but he has got to be able to play at a high level each and every week. If they do that, they can win the Big Ten, and they can get back to the college football play.
The Nittany Lions need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on fourth. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So Temple's offense will go to work for the first time today. The missed 51-yard field goal now gives this offense good starting field position at its own 34. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Simon. Get it out on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Going to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Let's talk for just a second about Temple. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Owls look to keep this drive humming. The pull and throw off the RPO.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Leaves it with the back.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd down, going up top. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Temple lines up quickly. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve.
Hold.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown Owls. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Aller. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wants to go up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Scrimmage. Looking for a crease. It's Allen. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Makes the grab on the left. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
That's just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. To the air, it's Simon. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Absolutely perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will open from the 15. On the run, it's Allen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The heat was too much for that quarterback, and the sack brings up a punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Looking to throw, it's Simon. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback led his target too much in that outbreaking route. I think in the future, just trying to put it on his front shoulder makes it a lot easier to make the catch.
They'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Just keeps slinging it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This offense looking at a third down after that last completion. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
This offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting third down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's McCoy. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Temple looking for a touchdown from the red zone. Trying to beat him to the left. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll move the tight end. Goes to the option. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Off play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20. And they fake it. Well, now the kicker's going to throw it. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Grab behind the line. It's worthy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
It's complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get get some water and celebrate.
They punted away on 4th down. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Quarterback extends the play. Got his man all by himself. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down.
Man, did they catch a break. The wide receiver, you could tell, man, trying to fight for extra yards after the kick.
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown! That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Caught over the middle, it's Ross. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They've got it at the 37, it's 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now, Drew Allard feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Allard still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Koltanecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
unloads quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Takes the easy completion. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I know that play broke down. That is one the offense, I think, would like to have back because you practice these type of scramble situations all week long. The quarterback this time flush to his left. These receivers have to break their routes off and work with the QB to try to give him a place to go with the football. And that time just not able to give the QB anywhere to throw it.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punt is in the air. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dinkins. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him.
Oh, there's the ball. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Going up top again. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. Need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Dinkins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle, it's Dinkins. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a rushing take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Myers on the move. Got his man. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to pass, it's McCoy. Pressure coming. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Sends it back in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here on third down. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Still on his feet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Allen. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. This time on target. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leading.
Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown, and how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. These are the games, these are the moments, this is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Temple lining up to punt it away. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Nice job. Had a little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Reynolds. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And the offense just going to spike it here.
No gain on the play. Third down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down. Great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.